The first senior center was established in 2017 by a Vietnamese immigrant woman, Miss Von Tran. She came to the U.S. at the age of 9 on a refugee boat. When she was young, Miss Von witnessed the difficulties that her Vietnamese immigrant family and community faced in assimilating into American society. After succeeding in the real estate industry, Miss Von began participating in charitable activities and founded the Candles of Love Foundation to help Vietnamese elderly and children. Through these interactions, Miss Von recognized the need for the Vietnamese elderly community to have a place to socialize and connect. Therefore, Miss Von Tran decided to establish the first senior center, a comprehensive day health and activity center specifically for the elderly, located in an 11,000 square foot building in Peachtree Corners, Georgia, which was the first location of the first senior center. In the first 2 years after its establishment, 2017-2018, the first senior center faced many financial difficulties as it had not yet secured government funding. All operating costs were from the personal funds of the two founders. The first senior center company spent $30,000 per month to operate and maintain services for the elderly. Despite the financial challenges, the company persisted in pursuing its goal of bringing joy and happiness to the Vietnamese elderly community. The company's management team traveled everywhere to introduce the services, explain the benefits for the elderly, and help them access social welfare. From Vietnamese markets to temples and churches, there was nowhere Miss Von Tran, the director of the first senior center, and Miss Dung Huynh, the senior manager of the company, did not reach out to. In 2018, the first senior transport company was founded, consisting of 7 vans that traveled throughout Gwinnett County to provide free transportation for senior members to the activity center, doctor appointments, grocery shopping, and other places. Also in 2018, the nonprofit Free Food Pantry, First Senior Center of Georgia, was established. In addition to providing food, the First Senior Center of Georgia also distributed a variety of essential household items for free, helping the elderly have a more complete life and minimizing their material worries. The company began to see some improvements and became known in the Vietnamese senior community. But they had not yet had the chance to celebrate. In 2019, the COVID-19 pandemic hit. All activities came to a halt. Everyone closed their doors, and people isolated themselves. Social distancing and an atmosphere of fear enveloped the United States. It was truly unforgettable. To limit the spread of the epidemic, the first senior center was forced to temporarily close its doors. Instead of just enduring and waiting, the first senior center proactively found solutions to create jobs for its employees and support its members under the constraints of limited mobility. The first senior center built a mobile food bank and provided free meal delivery services to help its members have enough food during the pandemic. Persistent, creative, and dedicated in helping the community, throughout the pandemic, the first senior center remained operational, becoming a spiritual support for the elderly. When the outbreak occurred, the first senior center went out and campaigned to obtain 4,000 vaccine doses and successfully organized vaccination for the community. This pioneering effort by the FSC helped protect hundreds of elderly people from the stressful situation of the COVID-19 pandemic. Taking a further step to help the elderly emerge from this gloomy state, in 2020, the first Senior Cares Company was established to provide home care services. With this service, the company's members would have a dedicated caregiver ready to assist the elderly with daily activities such as cooking, laundry, doctor visits, grocery shopping, house cleaning. On July 15, 2023, the first Senior Center Company solemnly inaugurated a new facility at 5555 Oakbrook Parkway, Norcross, GA 3093, attracting the attendance of nearly 1,000 guests. On behalf of the government, they presented a certificate of recognition to acknowledge the excellent services that FSC has provided to the community. The new FSC facility is more than twice the size of the old one, equipped with full amenities for recreational, educational, healthcare, and entertainment activities, with a modern stage and sound system. The FSC kitchen is invested to American restaurant standards with the capacity to serve over 1,000 people per meal, with a diverse menu of Vietnamese dishes. The First Senior Center of Georgia is also one of the largest food pantries in Atlanta and the state of Georgia, providing groceries and food for more than 38,400 households annually. Notably, in 2024, FSC expanded its services to become the first senior healthcare provider in Georgia to offer both funeral support services and free burial land for elderly in need of assistance. After 7 years of construction and development, the First Senior Center has been recognized by the Vietnamese community and the government. The company has continuously been awarded prestigious awards and commendations from Gwinnett County, such as Gwinnett County Proclamation, and the center was awarded the Gwinnett County TBRA Grant, the GVASI Pinnacle Award. Gwinnett County also issued a proclamation for the center's contributions to Lunar New Year celebrations, and Ms. Von Tran was recognized by the Gwinnett County Board of Commissioners and the Georgia State Legislature for her leadership and dedication. Ms. Von Tran understands that the elderly in America have endured much suffering and loss in their lives of exile. She has strived to create a happy and healthy senior community in Georgia, where the First Senior Center is a place for the elderly to rely on, a place they can trust and confide in, a place with open doors that welcomes seniors in need of assistance, and a place that amplifies the voice of Vietnamese people, preserving Vietnamese culture, traditions, and making all Vietnamese expatriates feel warmth in their hearts.